Welcome to this video. I'm your host, Gospel TV. Thank you for being here, for watching my videos, and please like, share, and subscribe to this channel if this content interests you. Today, I want to tackle a subject that is called the Christian point of view on Halloween celebrations. We are at this time of the year where people all over the West, mainly in my country where I live, there is no such things. People all over the West celebrate Halloween, a holiday where they wear costumes. They can wear costumes that are not a spiritual theme, but the underlying theme is a celebration of dead and ghostly creatures and stuff like that. And Christian parents sometimes are puzzled, like they wonder if they should let their kids take part in the celebrations with other kids, or maybe they should refrain from participating in such activities. And I just want to put my take on this. And as a Christian myself, I want to give you hopefully ideas that will help you in your quest for an answer to these difficult questions. Because it's difficult for a parent when you see all other kids getting these treat candy and dressing up as ghosts and vampires and stuff like that, and telling your child that they can't take part of that can be difficult. And I'll also try to address how a parent can help their kid in these times where they, if they're from a Christian family, would feel kind of left out of the party, so to say. But first of all, Halloween. What is it, and why do people even celebrate it? I'm not gonna go in depth in the history and stuff like that. If you really want to know the origin of the stuff, go Google it. But I just want to add my new and my perspective, which I hope is gonna be able to help somebody somewhere. So Halloween, it's a celebration of death and dead creatures and stuff like that. So I just want to say this. Anyone who celebrates Halloween has never experienced a demonic attack and how distressful it could be. Anyone who has even remotely been in touch with how distressful demonic attacks can be on an individual or a family or a loved one could never, ever, ever even celebrate such things as Halloween. I mean, speak to somebody like Pastor, um, uh, the late Pastor Derek Prince, and he's been in touch with these demonic um, entities and try to cast them out. They will tell you how distressful, and even if you've been yourself, like you've ever been confronted with events in your life that are clearly supernatural, and how distressful they can be to on yourself and people you love and your family, you would never celebrate Halloween. That's like asking a cancer patient to joke about cancer. They know how painful it is. They could advocate against it, but they will never make fun or try to turn it into a fun thing. So anybody who survived, let's say, cancer, anybody who survived a war, anybody who's actually been in touch with something horrible, it's not, they don't see it as something enjoyable to be joked with. They don't see it as something to be joked around with. So why do people in the West fall for this Halloween thing? I think it is out of ignorance, to be honest. And ignorance, not stupidity. Ignorance because the West, basically, it's a materialistic place. They are largely detached from the spiritual element component of existence. So they are like, when people in the West play with these things, they try to daunt and see. They don't really know. They don't know because they've never been in touch. They've never been in contact with the actual thing. And the devil wants it that way. So they think it's like a joke. Then they'll participate in all these rituals out of pure ignorance without even knowing why really they are doing and whether or not the thing they are interacting with have actual consequences on their lives and the societies around them. Anyone who's actually been attacked or lived in a house that was possessed or been gone through periodic demonic attacks and how ruthless and violent they get and distressful and how you all these coincidences and weird stuff happening around you would never in a million years dress up as a ghost. Trust me. So why do people do that? It's out of ignorance. It's out of ignorance, okay? So for parents, and I've read one pamphlet in the past. I think it was from the Jehovah Witness that was actually tackling this Halloween celebration stuff. And this is what they recommended to Christian parents whose children are wondering whether they should participate in Halloween stuff. And it was radical. I'm not recommending this. Let's be clear. I'm not asking any parent to do this. I'm just telling you what I've read back in the day. I don't even remember the actual pamphlet. I just remember that I've read it, and I think it was from this pamphlet that the Jehovah Witness they give in the street. So the recommendation was, if your kid is tempted to join in the so-called celebration, it's important to show them the truth, the reality of what it actually looks like. It's easy to disguise as a zombie and stuff like that, but and sick people and Doctor Who zombies and blah blah and creatures. You got to take your children to see the reality, the actual thing. Like, take your kid, if they are in age of course, to a funeral. Take them to visit sick and dying people. Take them to put them in a way in touch of what it's like to be in a position where your body is invaded or is decaying, or show them the reality. A tiny bit of it is enough. You don't have to show them the gruesome stuff. Like, if there is a sick, dying person in your family, go visit them. Have the kid talk to them. Let them see the suffering and the pain. Let them go to a funeral. Let them see the crying. Let them see the distress that such situation caused to families and to individuals. And gradually, when they ask you the question, then you can explain to them what this really is about. So I'll just leave it to there. So my thought on this is, people who celebrate Halloween are doing it out of ignorance. If they had even a bit had in touch with any of these entities they disguise themselves as, they would never in a million years do it. And for Christian parents, try to show your kid the real stuff, a little bit of it. And then when they ask, they won't even like it anymore when they see what it really is, the suffering and the pain that is caused by disease and death and demonics and all those other things. So alright, thank you for following this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you liked it. If you didn't, still like, share and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. I'll greatly appreciate. Alright, I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.